Hello YouTube, it's Nick Collapsible here, and we're just going to do a really rough, quick video. I've just watched this video of Led Zeppelin talking about the Beatles in the late 60s, or maybe the early 70s I think, just after the release of Led Zeppelin 2. And I thought it was quite amusing, so we're going to watch it together.
First, here it is.
And these announcers are really plummy and stereotypically British. And I don't think they really get what's going on at all.
It's cool, it's groovy, it's number one.
It's cool, it's groovy, and it's number one. The Led Zeppelin. Now, I may have to mute some of the audio in this video because I don't want to get done for copyright.
I'm afraid that you and other dads like you, Bob,
what you'll find when you watch this video is that Led Zeppelin, or rather Robert Plant and John Bonham, are way more intelligent and articulate and smart than these two guys. Brian Ash there. Nothing against Brian Ash, but right, I'm just going to mute it while the Beatles is on because I just got to be careful. But yeah, they're really keen on comparing Led Zeppelin to the Beatles. I suppose that's the only precedent they had at this point. But they're really keen on comparing them to the Beatles and the tunefulness and whatnot. I'm going to fade it back up now, rather expertly.
A generation to whom Bing Crosby and the Ink Spots meant nothing.
Oh, Bing Crosby and the Ink Spots mean something to me. I'm not the lost generation. The Led Zeppelin, so we're going to see some... Oh, we're going to see this guy first. This guy kind of has my hairline. And this really is a case of the older generation failing to understand the younger generation whatsoever. And it also reminds me of, you know, when punk broke and you kind of saw that footage of people on TV, the older generation just really struggling to understand what was going on. And they were all really stiff and starchy.
The young musicians scene. Led Zeppelin are good musicians, and people are voting for them rather than for an image as they used to years ago.
Oh dear, it's so restrained this as well. Here we go, promo pictures in full effect. And John Bonham is really articulate here. I mean, not that you wouldn't think he would be, but I suppose he had the image of being the beast and this kind of powerhouse, but he's very soft-spoken and articulate here.
Being able to whistle the tune, being able to hum the tune as you go away. I don't think I could hum any of your stuff.
No, but I think it's changing. That's the main thing, you see. I think that's why the award...
I can't whistle, but that was me attempting to whistle Stairway to Heaven there.
And so is the music changing. And I think, well, there's already a single out of Whole Lot of Love, an orchestra playing it, which is quite interesting, really. The flute plays what the lead vocal would do.
So yeah, he's really trying to validate the musical credentials of Led Zeppelin here. Not that he really needs to, but this is kind of how stiff and starchy this sort of thing used to be. Now it's kind of gone in the other direction where it's just really falling and silly, I think. This is very still kind of academic. It's got a bit of that vibe of the Pink Floyd Hans Keller thing. It's a little bit like that as well. It's two generations.
Let's go back a few years. When I first went to see the Beatles, because we've mentioned them a few times, it was to look at them, you know. It wasn't, you didn't really...
I think it was their trousers.
And today, it's not what you are, it's what you're playing. And
well, this is interesting. We've heard that the personality cult is dead, but
we're about to see Robert Plant in a minute, and he is in a full-on wizard kind of get-up.
What's it like having money?
It's a nice spotted shirt that he's got on as well.
Because I think I must spend a good £5 a week. And
£5 a week?
And chicken food.
This is keeping your goats,
right,
in Kidderminster.
Yeah.
But having paid for the goat bill, you've got a little bit left over, have you?
That was me just kind of belching. I do apologise if you heard that, although it is rock and roll, so I'm sure Robert Plant wouldn't mind.
It keeps boiling down. But,
I bet he belched quite a bit.
We've spent years and years on the road, sort of playing in little church halls and being beaten up.
After some of those high notes.
The van windows and everything. And to have money at last is just another figure in my mind of mass acceptance. Which is
again, like really articulate,
I mean, everybody has
really well spoken,
really
way ahead of this guy in a suit that's interviewing them. Again, he must have been in his early to mid 20s and he's kind of speaking like how he does now, really.
It's left to us to keep on coming up with something good.
That facial hair.
The Melody Maker Poll Winners Awards, blah blah.
Yeah, for a few years to come.
Yeah.
Robert Plant, John Bonham, thank you very much.
And now we kind of get some awkward footage of them just sort of sat listening to the music.
In New York, yeah.
Thank you.
bit of a cough there. So yeah, that was Led Zeppelin being interviewed there. I just thought we'd have a watch because I thought it was rather amusing.
Led Zeppelin voted
And I will leave a link to the original video in the description. If you enjoyed watching this Haddock video, then please like and subscribe, and I'll be uploading more stuff very soon. Thanks for watching.